Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Max Sports Entertainment. My name is Deepak Shankar, and today we have day 2 of the NBA playoffs, round 1 recap. So, another 4 games today. And first, we start off with Sixers Celtics. So, unfortunately, for my hometown team, the Sixers didn't look too good, really as expected. Pretty much a wire to wire victory where the Celtics led the whole way. They got a big lead very early, 15, I believe, and it just carried over into the rest of the game. Wasn't ever really that close. Got up to 30 at one point. And so, yeah, the Celtics take game 123-91. And so the Sixers playing without Embiid. But, BJ Edgecombe, 13, 3-3. Tyrese Maxey, 21, 1-8. Paul George, 17, 4-1. So decent games for them, but just didn't get a whole lot of help from the others. And Boston's defense, to their credit, was just very suffocating. They just couldn't get many quality shots up, and really nobody besides Paul George, especially Maxey and Edgecombe, was efficient. And even Paul George was only able to get up 8 shots himself. And unfortunately, it was just a lot of missed easy layups, even when they had good looks at open threes and missed layups. I think they missed about 7 or 8 layups. And then on threes, they took 23 and only made 4 of them. So that's just not a recipe to win and pull off an upset whenever you're trying to do that. And so, the Celtics, pretty just clinical performance for them on both ends. Offensively, defensively, did everything that you'd want. Stars, role players, you name it. Tatum led the way, 25, 11, and 7. Jaylen Brown, 26, 4, and 3. So the Jays doing their thing, and it just got good contributions all around. And it was just too much for the Sixers to handle. The Celtics, they both shot 90 times, and the Celtics made 10 more shots. And on threes, the Celtics made 16. The Sixers made 4. So a huge difference in 3-point percentage. And then, it was just pretty much that was just the story of the game. The Celtics out-rebounded them, shot better from the free throw line, more assists, more steals, more blocks. By a good degree, the Sixers too many turnovers, had 15 compared to just 10 for Boston. And then the big one was points conceded off of turnovers. The Sixers conceded 22, while the Celtics just 3. And really the only bright spot was for the Sixers was points in the paint, plus 16 advantage. Besides that, just wasn't a whole lot to write home about for the Sixers, and everything to write home about for the Celtics. So, that was game 1 of that series. And then the second game of the day, shifting to the Western Conference, the 1A matchup, that was the 2-7 in the East. So with this one, you had the Suns and the Thunder actually playing for the first time in the playoffs since Seattle moved to OKC. So pretty cool fun fact about that. And this was also another blowout, really. The Thunder end up winning 119-84. And it was just another pretty much wire-to-wire victory for the Thunder. I think the Suns led a little bit early, the first few minutes of the first quarter, but after that, it was all Thunder. And so for the Suns, Devin Booker, 23, 6, and 2. Jalen Green, 17, 5, and 1. Dylan Brooks chipped in with 18, but did take him 22 shots. So it was just, rough game for the Suns. And it just seems like overall, similar to the Sixers-Celtics series, the Suns just aren't a match for OKC, and the Sixers just aren't a match for the Celtics. And the Celtics and Thunder, both two really good teams, both on offense and especially on the defensive end. And so for the Thunder today, SGA 25, 4, and 7, did only shoot 5 of 18, but kept getting to the free throw line. Was 15 of 17 from there. And so he was still effective despite being inefficient from the field. Jalen Williams chipped in 22, 7, and 6. Good game for him. Chet Holmgren, 16, 7, and 0. And they just got, good contributions all around. And it was just a very clinical Thunder-type win in front of their electric home crowd. The Thunder shot the ball 10 more times, shot 10% better. 3-point percentage. The Thunder made 1 more 3, but it was just a lot of it just came down to defense turning into offense for the Thunder. And as you can see, in terms of the rebounding, the Thunder had the edge. 12 more assists for the Thunder. Steals, 10 more steals for the Thunder. Turnovers, 11 more for Phoenix. And then points off their turnovers. The points conceded off turnovers, excuse me. The Suns 34 versus the Thunder 2, so gigantic difference there. Fast break points 18-2 in favor of the Thunder. Points in the paint 52-24 in favor of the Thunder. So they led for 91% of the game. So just overall dominant victory for the Thunder, and they get their championship defense underway. And so that was the second game of the day. The third game of the day was Magic Thunder, and so this was the 1-8 matchup in the East, and this is the first time actually the road team won any of the game ones and won a road playoff game this year. So the Magic pulled the upset. They beat the Pistons 112-101, and so you have for the Magic bright spots: Paolo Banchero 23 9-4, Franz Wagner 19 5-4, Desmond Bane 17 6-5. And so just overall good contributions from every member of their team, especially in their starting five. Everybody scored over double digits, or scored 10 or more points. And so it was just too much for the Pistons to handle today. And Cade Cunningham was really good for them, for Detroit, 39 5-4. But really besides him, nobody else was able to step up. Tobias Harris, 17 6-3, but very inefficient, only 5 of 15 from the field. Jalen Duren, 8 points, only 4 shots. 7 rebounds, 1 assist, but did have 3 turnovers. So not his best day, but you expect him to bounce back with the type of season that he's had and the type of emerging player he's on track to be. And so, it was just, the Magic shot the ball 13 more times, and they shot 49% to 40% for Detroit. It was just one of those upsets, that happens. It's a long series. You never know what could happen. I still think the Pistons are probably favored and will end up winning the series, but it seems like, it looks like the series is going to be a lot closer than what people think, maybe a 6 or 7 game series instead of 4 or 5. Rebounds, 6 more for the Magic, assists, 7 more for the Magic. Points in the paint was the big one. Magic 54 to the Pistons 34, so plus 20 advantage there. And really they led pretty much the whole way, wire to wire. The Pistons never had a lead in the game, and so just a very commanding performance. Pistons fans maybe could be a little worried, but overall I wouldn't sweat it too much. It's a long series, long playoffs, and so, just a tough one for them in game one, and credit to the Orlando Magic pulling off the upset and getting the job done as the first road team to win in these playoffs. And so that was the third game of the day. And then you move on to the final game of the day, the Spurs versus the Blazers. And the Spurs end up winning 111-98. And so it was just overall a closer game, not too much of a blowout, but still the Spurs mostly had control of the game. And it was great to see also two teams that hadn't been in the playoffs in about 6 or 7 years, especially home playoff games, because the Blazers, the last time they made the playoffs was in the bubble, so didn't have any home games. So it was great to see with San Antonio, all the legends were out there: Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Popovich, all their franchise greats that got them those 5 rings. It was just a great home crowd, great atmosphere, one of the best playoff crowds I've ever seen, if not the best. The shirts, different colors, it just really, I thought it looked fantastic, had so much aura, and so it was just great to see that type of atmosphere, and that's what the NBA playoffs are all about, just that intensity, the crowd making a difference, making it so tough for road teams to win, among other things. And so, so for the Blazers, Denny Avdia, his first playoff game, played really well, 30, 10, and 5. Scoot Henderson had a nice game, 18, 3, and 3. Besides that, not many contributions otherwise to the Blazers. And for the Spurs, Wemby just doing Wemby things in his first playoff game sets the Spurs all-time playoff debut record for points in a game. He scores 35, 5, and 1, 1 steal, 2 2 blocks as well to go with that, and a bunch of altered shots at the rim like he usually does. So another, really good performance by him on that end, and then the offense coming along as well. And so the Spurs just continuing what they're doing on both ends of the floor, playing really well, top 5 offensively and defensively. And then, De'Aaron Fox, 17, 5, and 8. Stephon Castle, 17, 7, and 7. So really just balanced contributions all around, led by obviously Victor Wembanyama, just an absolute freak of nature. Really, I think poised to be one of the best players of all time. Obviously a long way to go in his career, but it just looks like with his mentality, with his skills on both ends of the floor, his mentality, if he can stay healthy, I just don't know how anyone stops him. I don't see a weakness right now. He has everything. And so, the Spurs get it done. It got a little bit tight towards the end, got towards 12 with about 4 minutes left when it was about a 20-point lead earlier in the fourth quarter, but the Spurs were still able to hang on after bringing in Fox and Wemby to sort of close the deal. And so, for the numbers, the Spurs just, despite shooting less shots, shot a better percentage, 48 to 43%. Shot much better from 3, 45% compared to 26, made 5 more threes. And then, it was just pretty much same old story for the Spurs like it's been the whole year. As the 2 seed and second best team in the West to the Thunder, led for 93% of the game, had more points in the paint. Rebounds, had 7 more rebounds total. And so it was a good fight by the Blazers. It wasn't as much of a blowout as some of the other games we've seen in game ones over the course of the weekend. So they fought hard, credit to them, but in the end, it just wasn't enough for the Spurs. And I expect this to be a pretty routine series for the Spurs, maybe 5 games, maybe 6 games, if the Blazers can really step it up and maybe the role players go crazy at home and Denny Avdija has just an unbelievable game or something like that. But overall, expect the Spurs to win this series and win it pretty easily in advance. And so, that's the recap of those 4 NBA playoff games for today. You got 3 more tonight. And so, that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys for listening. Be sure to like, subscribe, share with family and friends, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one.